All right, so let's get into fair use, educational purposes only. Let's get straight into it.
They about to put on AJ and fucking going to, and the main event alone cost $70 million. AJ is fighting an 0-1 fighter and getting paid $50 million for it. 50 M's. 50 M's, bro. What? What? That makes no sense. Bullet, what up?
Unbelievable, Tank. So you gonna pick Venezuela instead of picking Edwin de los Santos, right? All right, you know what? Let me get back to this dork face right here, man. He's talking all this jibber jabber, right? So let me ask this question here to my lady. How much did McGregor get to fight Mayweather?
Around $100 million. According to Wikipedia, after the fight, Conor McGregor revealed that he earned around $100 million in total.
Wow. Right? And that was where, in America? And what was his stats? He just got a boxing license? Because this dork face is talking about, oh, Nagano, he don't deserve this because he have a 0-1 and blah, 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 and all this foolish shit, all this Dota shit, right? And he's like, he don't deserve that money, 50 million and blah, blah, blah over there with the Saudis. And I'm like, listen, Saudis or not, in America, he made 100 million. Do he deserve that? And do Mayweather deserve 50-0? To the eye of the beholder. All right, let's go. Let's just run it. Let's wrap this shit up. No fluff talk. Let's hear the next example this nigga giving.
He says, real talk, KO. Keep Tank home. We Americans, bro. We literally are Americans. And when we talking about having the biggest fight, one of the biggest fights that we could have, bro. One of the only fights that we can see that can possibly do 500,000 pay-per-view buys or above and actually bring money to the sport of boxing here in America. We saying we want to see that shit in Saudi Arabia, bro.
Well, no, and I don't want to see it, but if it happens over there because they're offering the amount of cheddar that Devin is willing to take, and both Devin and Tank, right? Then make it happen over there. And I guarantee you for 500, 600 million, I guarantee you Tank will fly out there, dude.
Why would we not be like, hold on a second? You mean to tell me we got to get this fight in Saudi Arabia because Devin Haney?
Did this man say one of the biggest fights and why are we having it over there? Over there, so? Yo, let me ask my lady a question, yo. Let me ask my lady a question. My lady, how much did George Foreman get to fight Muhammad Ali in Africa?
$5 million. According to Britannica, he promised $5 million paychecks to both Foreman and Ali for their participation in the fight, then record sums. However, King did not have the money, so he needed to find someone to finance his plan. He found his sponsor in Mobutu Sese Seko, Zaire's dictator.
Thank you, my lady. Be gone. So you see, one of the historic fights that America loved happened in Africa, right? Plus, Don King offered 5 and 5. One for Muhammad Ali, one for George Foreman, but he couldn't find the money. So he had to get somebody to sponsor, not endorse, sponsor the fight. And he had to go overseas, over there, so. What are we talking about here, man? What are we talking about? Heavyweight champion of the world. Welterweight champion of the world. Universal. I don't care where you at, man. Make this money. And this is where we have these problems, man. This is why we have these problems with some niggas like this, man. Now, Manager Marty, I'm going to get to you. So if any of the Manager Marty Dominions or knockout Dominions that like Manager Marty, get to him and let him know to watch this video. Because this will be the last time I call this nigga Manager Marty. I was respectable. Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 5, and all the videos I made with you, nigga. Manager Marty. It's the last time. Right? Didn't disrespect you. But you feel disrespected because I discredit you. But you put me on the same level as Coach Malachi. And guess what you did? You banned me. I didn't cuss you. And this is what I'm talking about, these niggas, man. These were fucking Wakanda niggas in America, yo. Never fucking happy. But they ain't got a pot to piss in. Yo, let me tell you something right now. This nigga Knockout 86 TV, Best Fight the Best, Fagnon, Ego, all these niggas, and so on and so on. These chimps and orangutans, I use them as examples. It is what it is, man. I use these niggas as examples. And life is about examples. I ain't gonna complain and bitch. I'm gonna use your example. I'm gonna move on to Manager Marty next video. I'm gonna show you how he's a pussy hole. Now you're gonna see what disrespect is. Learn. You're gonna learn, nigga. Because I was being nice. Didn't call you no names. Nothing. And then you're gonna ban me? Well, another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. So, back to this pussy hole, Ross Clot, fuck boy, Knockout 86 TV. Why can't we have this fight over there? Why can't we? And you know, matter of fact, Abdul Wahid, I still call him Tank. Sometimes I make a mistake and call him Davis. Sorry, maybe I did that at the beginning of the video. But respectfully, Abdul Wahid, right? You converted your name from Javante to Abdul Wahid. Cool, right? Devin Haney. What's the similarity of these two right now? What's the similarity of these two? They're Muslim. Converted to Islam, right? So let me give you an example of some more history. Come on, milady. Are you around? Let's see what you got to say to me, milady. Did Malcolm X go to Mecca?
According to 13.org, in 1963, Malcolm X went on a pilgrimage to Mecca, the birthplace of the Islamic faith. He completely changed his mind about religion, race relations, and violence on that journey. He converted to Islam and abandoned his belief in violence and separation.
Thank you, milady. But let me ask you one more question, milady. Did Muhammad Ali go to Mecca?
According to University of Louisville Libraries, Muhammad Ali famously made the pilgrimage to Mecca for Hajj. At the time, Ali was arguably the most famous modern figure to perform Hajj, and it crystallized his popularity in the region.
This is worldwide, brother. And since you have two brothers of the same faith, why don't you take Sheik's money? And at the same time, go there a couple more days before and go see Mecca. Do like the historians. Go see Mecca. Now, what is the problem with this, man? But you got niggas like this talking this shit. Listen to this nigga.
If Tank Davis is happy with whatever the hell the Saudis give him, and Devin King is also happy with whatever the Saudis give him, are you somehow dissatisfied with the fact that the Saudis happen to change the market so that A-side, B-side may not matter? 100%. 100%.
So you just want Devin to get peanuts for being his boy?
That's what I make sure that I understand where he was coming from. He seems to be confident. What is the point of you, me, people that go to fights, people that support fights, people that buy merchandise? What's the point of us if they tell us our dollar don't matter?
KO, I'll find it funny, bro. Once we get past the money talk, you talk
someone answer my question. What is the point of us? What is the point of us going to fights, spending money to go to fights, spending money to buy pay-per-views, spending money to support fighters, spending money to buy merchandise? What is the point of us doing that if it means nothing?
KO, how many fights you took that year?
Bro.
How many fights? Smoke, stop.
Said, yo, Naka, how many fights you went to? How many fights you support, right? How many fights did you buy on pay-per-view, right? And this is what the Wakandas do, right? I ain't calling that man a Wakanda, but I'm just saying this is what the Wakandas do on black crime. Because I'm going to let you know, all around the world, in the United States, there's this fucking civil war going on with blacks and niggas, right? And the first thing that Wakandas like to do is deflect and say, did you buy the fight? Did you buy the fight? See, we don't have that trust in us to just let that go by, right? They got to know, did we fight a fight? They got to put you on blast and say, did you buy the fight? And that's why on my videos now, like I did with Errol Spence and Crawford, I show proof I purchased the fight. I show proof that I purchased the fight. And that's what I'm going to do from now on, because Wakanda's, you know, they're haters, man. They're big time haters, man. And the thing is, it just baffles my mind. Baffles my mind about how this dude thinks. But like I said, I don't get mad. I use these niggas as an example. And the sheik, I mean the prince, and people around the world got to understand stuff about the civil war that blacks and niggas, Wakandas have. Now, I'm black. I'm going to define this shit for you. I am black. I choose to be black. I work a 9 to 5. I got other investments or whatever I got to do outside, right? I have nigger tendencies, okay? But I channel my nigger tendencies to nigger, Wakanda, right? I am a black man trying, this is what I'm trying to tell you now, a black man trying not to be a nigger. In other words, niggas and Wakandas want to show you they niggas. Niggas and Wakandas will get up in the morning, go outside with their pants half sagging, put a blunt in their mouth, walk around, and every time somebody walk by, they light it and pull it and say, I'm doing something. Where my ass that works 9 to 5, right? Work a job, try to keep things civil in my life, simple in my life, right? Go home in the morning, go to work in the morning, saying the same nigga was in the streets. Come back, say to see the same nigga in the streets doing the same damn thing. And that's the difference between a black man and a nigga. Niggas want to show niggerism. Black people, well, we always have nigga tendencies, man. Yeah, we got those tendencies. But we channel it to niggas because they fucking embarrass us and make us look bad. So, this nigga talking all this bullshit, it's just fucking fluff talk, man. That's why I can't deal with fluff talk niggas. Knockout is a fluff talk nigga. He rambles and rambles until you forget what the fuck you're going about to say. Same thing with Janitor 40. Now, I'm starting on this video now. Fuck that. Fuck that Manager Marty shit. Janitor 40 does the same thing. He rambles and blah, 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 blah. Listen, when I'm doing these clips with these niggas, I got to speed up to 1.5. I got to look for the part where they say something. If not, I fall fucking asleep or I forget what the fuck I'm talking about. And did you hear him in the beginning saying, the man asked him, why you not satisfied that Tank and Devin is getting 20 apiece? They're hitting 20 mil apiece. And this nigga said, well, you know, it's not fair because he's the A side and, and the B. Listen, man, fine. And it's not fine. Because if both men are, this is, what was this, prize fighting? It's only prize fighting when you wanted to be prize fighting, right? But this is prize fighting. And the prize is this. If the prince gain or lose money, he pisses it out like oil, nigga. He pisses that shit out. It ain't nothing to them. Okay? He's doing this. He wants this. So either he's making money or not making money. Who cares? He don't, because he's a big fan of the sport. And what he wants is what he wants. And he's going to pay for it. Whether he's making money or not. OPEC, he gonna get his OPEC, he gonna get his money. This is just here. I want to see this one and I want to see that one fight. And that's what I want. None of this drama shit that we get in America. None of the sanction bodies, not putting shit under the table. And let me get straight to this right here. I want you to understand this. I'm hearing that Abdul Wahid is gonna fight out of Venezuela or whatever. If he doesn't take this fight, right? And I'm seeing what's going on here. And I'm watching the sanction bodies right now. I'm watching specifically the WBA with Rolly Romero, right? And, I don't dislike Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I give him the benefit of doubt because, like how he took the fight with Tank and he took it with the weight clause and all this shit like that. And he said, I just wanted to fight, right? And he made the fight. They both made the fight and made a lot of money, right? And he does clout, right? But if he changed his mind to fight Devin, and a lot of people saying it was because of Floyd Mayweather, and they probably got another plan for him, I'm going to tell you what that plan is at the end of this video, what I think is going to happen. Okay? But let's move on. Let's move on about what else he's saying, right? About being in America. Oh, the land of the free. Come on.
We all Americans, y'all. How the fuck, bro? No, somebody put a link. It's 211 motherfuckers in here, bro. It's 211 y'all in the chat. Somebody in the chat, go put a link in my chat and show me somebody over in Saudi Arabia that's talking this Tank and Devin shit. Listen, bro, if Tank decides to go over there, I am going to be pissed. If him and Devin fights in Saudi, I am going to be pissed. That fight has no business happening in Saudi Arabia. I will be happy to get the fight more than not get the fight, but there is no reason. The prudent thing to do, I accept my money. I have money place in this world all the time, bro. If I want to go get smoked with 78 Sports TV, it does nothing for him to come over here. I gotta get his link. If I won't smoke with Blue Blood Sports TV, it makes no sense for him to come over here. I gotta get his link. I gotta do what I gotta do to get smoked with the people I claim I won't smoke with. That's how life is. That's how business is. Just because Al Heyman is kicking Bob Arum's ass over here in America, just because he's kicking Eddie Hearn's ass over here in America, I can't believe y'all don't see the play. The reason that the firms bring Saudi Arabia in is because they cannot compete here. When Saudi Arabia got into boxing, Bob Arum said, yes, please, give me some free money. When Saudi Arabia got into boxing, Eddie Hearn said, please, let me just get some free money. When Saudi Arabia got into boxing, Al Heyman lifted his motherfucking pants up and said, fuck it, no problem. Let me go get my $1 trillion over here at Amazon and see if I can compete with you motherfuckers. Y'all only one trying to hold it down for y'all, trying to deliver y'all big fights here in America, not running off, not being a bitch, not going to another country to try to go make big fights happen. He's trying to bring it to you in your own home, and you niggas shitting on him for it. That's what it was. You shitting on him for it, bro. This nigga, David Benavidez came with the plan. Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. He sent his cool boy step over to Japan to fight Monster anyway. He gave you fucking Earl Good. He gave you Canelo versus Jamel. He gave you fucking David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade. And he's telling you the only nigga that y'all telling me the only nigga that generated $100+ million in revenue in the USA. You want to see this nigga fight overseas?
I know it's not that, bro.
Stop, bro.
Sadly, nobody's saying what you're saying. So
you're literally arguing against me.
No,
Karma Serene, go look up the network of Amazon. That's what I'm referring to. Salute to you. When I say $1 trillion, Amazon is worth $1.5 trillion. That's what I'm alluding to. They can afford. Whatever Saudi Arabia can afford, they can afford too. That's the point I'm making. Go ahead, John. And hold on, John. Shout out to the homie.
Yo, and as you can see, right, he's talking about Amazon Prime and what they're worth, right? Let me tell you something about America, right? I love my country. Well, I like my country. I'm happy that I'm born here. But what's the main thing about America? You could capitalize on things. You could capitalize on being an entertainer. You could capitalize on being athletic, gifted, right? Sports, right? Also, you could capitalize on an invention, right? It could be small. You can see those commercials for $19.99, but it adds up, right? So you could capitalize on a lot of things and make the right investments and make money, okay? That's the thing. So Amazon Prime, yes, they $1 trillion, blah, blah, blah. But they're not giving, see, I don't want to even talk this shit because it don't make no sense to me. But they're not even giving PBC Al Heyman a budget. They're not. But they're $1 trillion corporation. And what do these corporations do in America? What's the thing they do? They outsource, right? They outsource. They go different places and make their product, bring it over here and sell it to you for what? $300 pair of Jordans or whatever, and the Wakandas will buy. And don't get me wrong, black people will buy it too, but sometimes it becomes a pattern where, I only got one pair of Jordan, and I bought that like probably 8 years ago. All right. This watch I got on Amazon is called Tank, right? Some of my sneakers are very cheap because I know I don't like making other people rich or wealthy when it's unnecessary, right? Just to make me look like I'm up with the Joneses. I'm not like that. I buy what is the most important thing to me and what's valuable. Now, if I like it, don't get me wrong, I'll buy it. That's why I only had one pair of Jordan. There's a certain particular Jordan I like. I like the color. I had to buy it. Blah, blah, blah. That's what it is. There's a gray area to this. All right? So it's in between being a Wakanda and a black person, right? But the problem is that what do America do? We outsource shit. We go to different countries, right? So he's talking about, we American. We should have everything in America. But look at America. Look at the corporations. What do? They outsource to make a profit in America. And then you buy it. So, well, hold on, Cap. Since you like to talk about yourself in a second party, tell them what else America is going to do for its people, right? Instead of outsourcing jobs and stuff like that in the future. Well, Amazon, right? Since he likes to talk about Amazon, well, Amazon's going to replace people for machines. Look around the country. Some of these Amazon warehouses, they starting to change humans for machines. Because machines don't talk about my neck and my back. They don't want to sue. They don't want to go on strike. And they also don't have to give people pensions. And so, yo, let me tell you something, man. I'll leave that for another. But this is what America's going to do. And guess what? Everybody's going to be on a UBI. What's the UBI, Wakanda? Come on, don't look it up on Google. It's Universal Basic Income. Okay, go on, Caps. Since he likes to talk about how America is so great and everything should be in America, but America also outsources and they capitalize. These CEOs make money, right? Outside and bring it back and sell it to fools like us. Not everything is going to happen in America. It's just not. And he likes to bring up the PBC, like he's defending them. And listen, I already showed you an example in the beginning with the most biggest fight in history. Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. And Don King, he had to go and find a sponsor out of the country. So regardless if you're a trillionaire in the country or a zillionaire outside the country where you can have 3 lifespans and their money could outlive you, it doesn't matter. The Sheik is a fan. You know what I like about the Sheik? The Prince. I like when the guy asked him, who's your favorite fighter? And he ran down some names. He ran Tyson. He says a brother. I like him. I like so and so. Patty Pacquiao. I like so and so. And he was giving up. And he said Larry Holmes and Roberto Duran. This Prince is a true hardcore boxing fan, talking about video games and he know his history, right? But one thing that made me laugh is when the guy said, "What about Mayweather?" And he said, "Absolutely no." See, this wealthy man knows bullshit from real shit. Yeah, he knows. So respect out to the Prince, right? And thank you for putting boxing back on the map. This is like too good to be true. Yeah, I hear Knockout talking about, you're gonna spoil the fighters when you up the standards. Well, I think as I recall, Al Heyman was doing that, giving them so much money. Listen, it is what it is, and you're gonna get it where you could get it. That's the way it is. It's up to the fans. If you're a true fan of sports, right, and you have a particular fighter that you what these guys say, dick ride or whatever, or you just like that fighter or whatever, it depends on the person, well then you follow him. Even if it's in Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Australia, whoever's going to sponsor this fight and make the fighters happy. The fans are never happy. The D-riders are never happy. They're never happy. But it's all about the fighters. And if this one's getting 20 and this one's getting 20, if I'm a fighter and I'm getting my 20, I don't even care if I'm the A side. If that same nigga's making the same money, hey, it is what it is, man. Peace. But that's not how it goes, right? We all as Black Americans want to get one up on each other. So I want 25. He should get 20 or 15 million. And this is how this nigga's talking. Wakanda talk, man. Listen. He got a family just like I got a family. Okay? So if you got somebody that's spending the money and not complaining about how we going to break this shit off, and he's the A side, he going to get more. And the man said, listen, your 20's here, your 20's here, get in the ring, let's make this shit simple. What in the world is the problem? I'm going to end this video about the WBA, right? And what I think. Now, Ryan Garcia, he said he changed his mind and want to fight Devin, right? I don't know if it was cloud chasing, whatever it is, man. It's just words. I ain't got time for the words, man. But if he went over there and Mayweather changed his mind, you know what I'm saying? What if he got his mind changed or not? Whatever. I'm watching the WBA Rolando Romero, right? Because he's supposed to fight his mandatory, and I think he was on recess or something like that, or blah blah. I want to see the rules change. And this is what I'm talking about, America bullshit and the brown paper bag under the table. I want to see what happens, because if this narrative comes along where Ryan fights Romero, well, I'm going to tell you where Tank is going to make his biggest millions like he did with Ryan. Well, he's going to do it with Ryan again. He's going to do it with Ryan again. That's what I'm seeing. If he can have a rematch with Tank can have a rematch with Isaac Cruz, right? Which he's not doing right now. You know, it's, you know, all these smoke screens and delusions and illusions. He might fight Venezuela, and then next thing you know, he fighting Tank. You know, it's all, you know, he converted to Islam, and he could have been fighting Shakur. It changed you from this to that, right? Because we know we could have seen this fight with Shakur. You could have seen this fight with Shakur. They're in the same weight class, right? But if this is all illusions and he's going to fight Venezuela, but he's not, and if he is, fine, right? I thought he should have fought Edwin de la Cruz. But if he's not fighting him, he should have been fighting Devin. Point blank. Fight Devin. The Prince want to see it. So what he wants. And he's giving you the money. So what's the problem? Right? But it's beta shit over here in America with the bullshit, man. And the drama, man. Right? So I'm saying that if he fights Venezuela or Isaac Cruz, and then all of a sudden he gets to fight Rolly Romero, right? Beast Rolly Romero, right? Ryan, while Tank do his thing with Isaac Cruz of Venezuela, well, I can see a build-up where Ryan wants something that I think Mayweather know that he wants. And he doesn't want it at any catch rates. And whoever benefits this, I don't know if it's the PBC, I don't know if it's Mayweather, I don't know, you know, we all don't know who is promoting and advising and who's going to get a chunk of this money, right? But definitely, they don't want the Prince to get it. They don't want the Prince to get it, right? So I think, hey, if you could have a rematch with Isaac Cruz, Tank, I'm pretty sure you can have a rematch with Ryan Garcia, and we're going to see if you can still make that money. That's where I think I'm coming from. Now, listen, man, I'm at work, so I gotta keep it popping, and I gotta keep it moving. So all the Janitor 40s that's watching me, please send this to Janitor 40 and let him know I'm not gonna be nice no more. And look out for the video of me in his stash. I'm gonna show his ass how he blocked me, right? And to all the Dominions for Knockout 86 TV, please send this to him and let him know he's a bullshit artist with a whole heap of fluff talk. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm always here to irritate your mind. It's not what they say, it's what they're not saying. Share, like, and subscribe if you want to. If not, it is what it is.